Okay, hello and welcome. We're doing another deep dive today.
And we've got some really interesting source material this time.
Yeah, it's pretty unique. It's basically a transcript from a YouTube video by Doza Crew.
Right, but calling it just a transcript feels a bit basic. It's not really a narrative or anything.
No, not at all. It's built around just one German sentence structure, repeated over and over. X steht auf Y, X stands on Y, or sometimes X steigt auf Y, X climbs onto Y.
Exactly. And what's kind of wild is how this incredibly simple pattern creates this, chain.
A stack, almost. Objects, concept. It builds in a really surprising way.
Yeah.
So our mission really is just to follow the sequence, see where it goes step by step, and, explore what it presents to you.
Yeah, think of it less like reading a story and more like, I don't know, examining some weird sculpture piece by piece,
Yeah.
trying to figure out its logic.
Totally. And it starts super concrete, almost mundane, maybe, or a bit absurd.
Yeah, how so?
Well, the first lines are just, Der Mann steigt auf den Sessel. The man climbs onto the armchair. And then, Der Mann steht auf dem Sessel. The man stands on the armchair. Simple action, simple state.
Right, so that establishes the base, the lowest level of his stack,
Mm-hmm.
and the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Action, then state.
Exactly. And then immediately, that armchair becomes the foundation for the next thing. It says, Der Sessel steht auf dem Tisch. The armchair stands on the table.
Okay, so moving from the person to just furniture placement. Still physical.
Right, and it keeps going like that, with physical things. Der Tisch steht auf das Haus. The table's on the house.
Table in the house, okay.
Yeah. And then, das Haus steht auf dem Berg. The house stands on the mountain.
So we're scaling up pretty fast.
Hmm.
Man, furniture, building, mountain, all tangible stuff.
Uh-huh. But this is where it takes, the first big turn. What's after the mountain?
This is the bit that stood out to me. It jumps from the mountain to two. Der Berg steht auf dem Mond. The mountain stands on the moon.
Right, on the moon. It's not just bigger, it's a totally different place.
And it breaks the physical logic, doesn't it? A mountain doesn't literally stand on the moon like that.
Not in any normal sense, no. And this is where it just keeps going further away from the physical.
Yeah, because after the moon...
It says, Der Mond steht auf der Nacht. The moon stands on the night.
Okay, so now we're definitely not talking physical support.
Nope. And then, Die Nacht steht auf dem Morgen. Night stands on morning. Then, der Morgen steht auf den Tag. Morning on day. And, der Tag steht auf das Jahr. Day climbs on to the year.
So the whole idea of standing on or climbing onto has shifted. It's not about holding something up. It's more like sequence.
Yeah.
Or context.
It's our hierarchy. The moon happens in the night, morning follows night, day includes morning, a year is made of days. It's using that physical language for, time.
It's structuring time itself with this stacking idea.
And it keeps going with time. Das Jahr steigt auf die Zeit, the year rises onto time.
So the year, our whole concept of it, is placed on top of the bigger idea of time itself.
Yeah, so think about that journey. Man, furniture, house, mountain, moon, then night, morning, day, year, ending up at time.
You'd almost think time would be the ultimate foundation in this weird structure, the biggest container.
You might think, but nope, there are two more steps.
Seriously, what could possibly be on top of time?
According to this, die Zeit steht auf dem Universum. Time stands on the universe.
Whoa. Okay, that flips things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Usually we think of the universe existing in time.
Or time flowing through the universe.
Right. But here, time is presented as resting on the universe. Like time is maybe a feature of the universe, not the other way around.
It definitely makes you pause.
Yeah.
And then the final line, the absolute top of the stack.
What's holding up the universe?
Das Universum steigt auf das Nichts. The universe rises onto nothing.
Nothing. Wow. So everything,
Yeah.
everything we just listed ultimately rests on absence.
Seems to be the implication. So let's just quickly recap that stack presented by the source. Man on chair.
Chair on table.
Table on house.
House on mountain.
Mountain on moon.
Moon on night.
Night on morning. Morning on day. Day on year.
Year rising onto time.
Time standing on the universe.
And the universe rising onto nothing.
Yeah, it's quite something.
It really is. The power of it is just how that super simple grammar stands on, gets stretched from physical support to, cosmic and conceptual relationships.
Totally. It makes you question what foundation even means in different contexts.
Definitely. It's an inverted hierarchy, maybe,
Yeah.
built linguistically.
So maybe here's the final thought for you listening to this deep dive. If this structure, this simple list from Doza See True, ends with everything, reality, time, the cosmos resting on nothing, Well, what kind of perspective does that give us on scale, on what things are built on, maybe even the limits of how we understand things, all from just stacking words?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something to chew on.